Greetings, engineers, and welcome to To Factorio. In this playthrough tutorial, I will attempt to explain every single decision, or at least most of them, that I make, specifically to answer questions with regards to where to place things, what size to build, certain things that have come up in the last few weeks. So these decisions will be based upon the circumstances for the map and not necessarily relevant to every single map. Greetings, engineers. Well, we have a little bit of a problem. Can you see what it is yet? Yeah, no red circuits. Well, just a little bit at the end here. And the reason for no red circuits, let's take a wander over. I think we've got something missing here. Yep, plastic's missing. Guess what? I know exactly why plastic's missing. Anyone want to hazard a guess? Anyone? Anyone? Right, the reason plastic's missing is because of the refining process. We've got the first level refining on the go, which creates petroleum, light oil and heavy oil in equal amounts. The problem is we've got nothing draining the light oil and heavy oil, so as soon as they get full it stops refining, and then the petroleum doesn't get produced and we drain off the petroleum. So we need to correct that as soon as we can. 3 years later. Keep going over. I've gone too far. Too used to following buses. Right, so we can verify that quite simply. Over here, we've got crude oil. 2.4k, which is going to be an all 3. Well, technically 4. If we look in here, petroleum 0. And if we look in here, light oil 2.4k, heavy oil 2.4k, sulfuric acid 0. Right, so we need to go and change these. No. Bad research. 500, don't want to do 500. Do you? So we're going to stand here, and we're going to switch to number 2, advanced oil processing. So as you can see, it kicks out 1 heavy oil, 4.5 light oil, and 5.5 petroleum, whereas this one kicks out 3, 3, and 4. But it uses water. Now, hopefully, we got the inputs the right way around. Yes, we did. See, that input is now water. So, go copy this to them all, and we should start getting plastic coming out. Right, but not all of them are firing. So it's got a little bit of leeway, but that's not going to last long. So, what we need now is to set up cracking, so that we crack the heavy oil down to light oil and the light oil down to petroleum. Now what we don't want to do is to just leave this running and let it run out of heavy oil then light oil. That would be bad. So I'm going to show you how to set it up. Just as soon as I go get some resources. Isn't that just bleeding typical? Oh, first of all, hang on. Into here. No. Not quite what I wanted to do. 10 of each with 1 spare, that'll do. Okay. Conveyors, got plenty of. Oh, I did start making some tweaks on the... Got plenty actually. On the research system to try and speed it up. And a little bit of red belt was put down, which is why I have some red belt in my inventory. Might as well grab one. And these are filter inserters, right. So what we don't have is stack inserters. A couple of inserters have already been upgraded to stack inserters. We do need to make them. Right, that should be enough. Do I need copper? No. Right, before we run over there, what we want is power switch, and we want 2 of them. There we go. And we're going to need some copper wire, but I'm going to hang on for copper. Well, might as well put 10 in for the time being. We've got red wire. We have power poles. That's 50 lights put in, so we can put some lights down here. Might as well while I'm here. Right, so what we need to do is to make sure there is adequate space so that power poles do not interact with each other, because that would be bad. Right, so we're going... Go here. Even though I've actually got a pipe there. Yeah, we should be good. It's just an input and output. I'm going to chuck 10 down because we want this process to go quickly. It's 10 for you. And right here. 10 here. Oops. Thank you. Most appreciated. Now these things, yeah, they require alien science packs. Kind of annoying. Which means we've got to go and kick some alien ass. Oh, sorry, rear end. There we go. So I'm going to chuck you in there. So first of all, heavy oil cracking to light oil. Right, and straight away we need heavy oil and water, and it kicks out 2 lots of light oil. Not a problem. And here we do light oil cracking to petroleum. which requires light oil and water. There we go. So let's go ahead and wire this up. Actually quite simple. Don't need to wire both outputs up, although you can should you really wish to. That is probably less resources. But you definitely can't do it here. So you might as well practice your pipe weaving. Now if we had bots, we could just literally copy this lot in a blueprint. But where would the fun be in that? There's nothing like doing all of this by hand. As much as annoying as it is. Right, and then we do the bottom one. Wrong set of keys. Oops. Might help if I got the underground pipe the right way around. There we go. So these are ready for expansion. It is of course pitch black, as per usual. We do have some lights though now. Now, both of these need power poles, so we're going to use some more power poles. Now these power poles you should not connect anything to, and you'll see why in a minute. Right, that's the power poles connected. Now we have a special item in our inventory that we've made somewhere. There. Power switch. So drop you there, and you there. The other side of the power switch, just out of range. If it connects like that, that's bad. So just out of range, power pole, and then we can connect these vertically like that. Wonderful. And the reason that we have copper wire, why do we only have one? One moment, please. There we go. Manual connection from power pole into the switch. Power pole to this side of the switch. So it looks like that. So the switch we are going to program turn these on and off. Right, now in order to program them we need the red network. So red wire up to here, and we're going to go here, here, here. That connects them. Drop the red wire. Now we need some data. You to there, to here, here, and then here. Right, drop it. Now we only want one of every single tank connected, so we go you to you to you, oops, to you, you to you to you to you, and then we're out of red wire. One moment please. There we go. Done. Now these tanks are therefore connected to the logistics network, but we're only connecting one tank, right? And you want to be careful. You want to make sure the same number of tanks are connected for each resource, otherwise you can have a problem. So we're just limiting it to one. Now this tank here, this set is currently not got anything in it. It will have lubricant in it just as soon as we set lubricant up. But now that we have the red lines set up, and then go into here, and we can do enable disable, and we go, well, we're cracking heavy to light. So fluids, if heavy oil is greater than light oil. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening because they're both equal, that's why. In here we go if light oil is greater than petroleum gas. And there, voila, it's on. Which it is. Petroleum gas is at 0. So now we need to wire everything up. Here's the kicker. Water, water, light oil, light oil. Can you see where I'm going with this? That is why we didn't set the top of these. However, that being said, we actually need to do most of it, so might as well just put it in as if it was normal. Which it doesn't take long. Please tell me it's daytime. I really hate doing building work when it's at night. Even trying to place blueprints down is a pain. I need a mod that adjusts the ambient light. There we go, and the bottom's done. So, first things first. The lower one here is water. So let's go get some water connected. So, let's get these connected. That's water. So we now want heavy. Oh, heavy's here. Isn't that just typical? Right, okay. So let's do that for a moment. Take out you and you. Gonna move them over. Take out this. There we go. And that all looks like it's connected. Wonderful. So, if we connect light oil up here, we can just pass the pipe down for light oil here. And because water's connected up here, we can just pass the pipe down for water. Make life simple. Now what are we on? Light oil. Way. There we go. Right, so these are now switching on and off to attempt to balance everything. But we don't have this one on, so kind of isn't going to work properly. Is that really an issue? Right, so light oil for here. We're just going to do that. Yeah, that'll work. Take out you, balls. That's what happens when you contaminate a pipe. I forgot about that. I just contaminated. Well, thankfully, it's the water pipe only down here. It's not the rest of the water pipes. Had I have had the water pipes connected, I probably would have had to have replaced the tanks and everything. Joy. So, gonna have to split this episode. So don't forget to come back for the next episode. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If you like the series, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the alarm bell. Otherwise you won't get notified. And don't forget, I post when I upload videos and when I live stream onto Twitter. Feel free to follow. Just do a search for me at ComWarrior69. So take care, have fun, and I will see you later.